Alright, y'all. Good morning, class. We got something we gotta discuss today. Before we discuss it, I want you to like the video. I want you to share the video. Come on, we gotta get those views up, man. I can't do it by myself. I need y'all to push it. I need y'all to comment. I need y'all to talk, man. I need y'all to engage so more people can see this, man. All right? Today, I want to highlight anger and explain to you why anger is your enemy. It's always your enemy. Being angry. Let's spill some fucking water over here. Yeah. Being angry usually leads to negative outcomes. Negative outcomes. You angry at something that happened at work, right? Here's a hypothetical scenario. 2 co-workers that don't get along. One of the co-workers makes the other one's job harder. And he let it, he don't say anything. The other guy's not even mindful that he's making his job harder because he's not really even aware of everything he has to do. And I'm going to say, let's say 2 months go by and this situation keeps happening, but the guy that's happening to don't say nothing. One day this man just finally blows up and maybe haul off and smack the dude or something, you know what I mean? So, on both sides of the fence, pull this up. On both sides of the fence, it's a negative outcome, right? The guy who assaulted and, struck first, he might end up losing his job, or he definitely gonna lose money because they're gonna maybe suspend him or, send him somewhere else. The guy who got hit on, he probably feel embarrassed. You know what I mean? Not hit on. The guy who got smacked on, you know what I'm saying? Probably feel embarrassed and, if he lost, people gonna be talking shit about him. And nowadays, people want to record shit, so he probably never live it down. All right? That's just one scenario. I mean, shit could get much worse, but we just drawing an overview of why anger is your enemy, right? Let's say you a parent, you got a couple children, and you always angry at them. You always vent your frustration in a very volatile, aggressive way. Those children, they take on all that energy that you put on them. You know what I'm saying? And they might project it out to their peer group, their friends, their teachers, which it seems like they doing nowadays, because I keep seeing TikToks and YouTube shorts about these kids can't read, they bad as hell, you know what I mean? When we was coming up in the 90s, man, I thought we was bad, bro. I thought we was bad. Now these young kids out here surfing on the actual subway, they literally, in New York, they climbing on top of the train somehow and riding the subway train. They surfing the top of the train. They might surf the side or whatever, but even still, that shit's crazy, bro. If you ever been in New York and you seen how how the subway line is designed, from line to line, bro, you got some subways that be underground and go all the way up, maybe 50 feet in the air, or even better, even higher than that. From ground level, them shit's 30, 40, 50 feet above. You know what I mean? So imagine falling off of that train at that velocity, or you up there and one of them fucking I-beams is just a little lower than the others and your fucking head get taken off. That's 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 off topic, but still, like, that's something that's going on today. I'm sure tying into it, right? If you a parent and you found out your child did that, you'd be so angry. Yeah, you'd be distraught. You'd probably be a little depressed because you know what I mean they passed away, but you would probably be livid and angry that they would do something so stupid, right? Speaking of stupidity, right? Anger can make you do stupid shit. For real. Like, you ain't never did nothing out of anger, and later on you're like, damn man, why I do that, yo? Damn man, why did I do that? You got angry at a police officer, you end up spending the night in jail. Like, and now that you sitting there, you can't do shit about it. You just like, man, that was so fucking stupid. Why'd I say that? Why'd I do that? I know I can't hold my liquor. Fuck, I'm going out on the town drinking for. You know what I mean? Right? Angry, drunk. Angry, drunk or angry. Like, when you're angry and or when you're drunk, your judgment's impaired. I'm not somebody who ever drove drunk, but I can assume what it would be like because I only probably got drunk like twice in my life. I really just sip, I get tipsy, and once I feel leveled off, I don't really touch the drink no more. You know what I'm saying? But I smoke like a goddamn chimney. Alright, let's go back to the anger. I was about to say something. Right? Your judgment is impaired when you're angry. Just like when you drunk. You know what I'm saying? Driving a car while you angry, you know what I'm saying, you're going to make a lot more reckless decisions. If you've ever been angry, had to drive home angry, you know what I'm saying, drive to work angry, you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, you make irrational decisions. Like, you'll speed, you know what I'm saying, you'll cut people off, you'll do a lot of reckless things when you angry behind the wheel. And it's not just behind the wheel, it's just when you angry in general, just trying to, you know what I'm saying, navigate through life. You're going to make some enemies, you're going to step on some toes, you're going to ruffle feathers, you know what I'm saying? You're going to have to deal with all that on the back end if you don't on the front end. Like, being angry, it'll never prove positive. It'll never prove positive. Unless you have every right to be angry. Like, somebody did you wrong, crossed enemy lines, you know what I'm saying, did some unforgivable shit. You got every right to be angry. But even still, that anger is not going to benefit you. Like, anger, stress, you know what I'm saying, negative emotions, they eat away at you. They eat away at your body. They eat away at your mind. They eat away at your health. You know what I'm saying? Like, they eat away at everything good. That's what negativity does. It corrupts anything positive. Right? When its force is equal or greater. No, because equal would make it neutral. If we want to be mathematical or scientific, technical. You know what I mean? So let's just keep it on a balanced wavelength. Let's not go off on. You know what I mean? So right. I know I keep saying I'm gonna make a video about emotional men. Maybe this is it. Right? Maybe this is it. Because that's the emotion that most men express. Right? That's the emotion that we're able to express without, you know what I mean, having our masculinity compromised or having people perceive us in a less masculine light, right? I feel like some people use their anger to protect their masculinity, right? What I've come to find out is there's a lot of things you can be angry about, but do you have anything worth being angry about? Like, really think about it. Do you have anything worth being angry about? When you look at the pros and cons in your life, the good and the bad, does the good outweigh the bad? Like, if the good outweighs the bad, then, you know, maybe you just focusing more so on the wrong things. You know what I mean? Like I had a friend of mine, also had a coworker of mine, tell me about their anger problems. You know what I mean? And I tell them the same thing I'm saying here in this video. It's like, bro, anger really is your enemy. It never benefits you to be angry and to express your anger. You know what I'm saying? The only thing I can think is you express your anger and you do that at the maximum potency to somebody who you don't feel like having to have this discussion about how the way that made you feel, or how you felt crossed or disrespected, or whatever it may be. Right? When you're angry, you're not thinking clear. You're not. You know what I mean? Sometimes when you're angry, you just want to project that emotion and make other people feel what you feel. You know what I mean? You want people to feel that same emotion that you feel. You'll feel better about it when you can put that on other people. But on the back end, you might have to deal with, you know what I'm saying, retaliation, or, you know what I'm saying, physical confrontation. Shit that you rather just not have to deal with. You know what I mean? When you become a mature adult, you don't feel like dealing with drama and all that shit. I mean, you got too many other things to worry about. Anger really, it only creates more problems for you in the long run, just being angry. Sometimes, I'm not saying be passive and just let everybody just say whatever and do whatever to you, but you gotta pick your battles. You gotta realize, is this worth fighting for? Is this worth, you know what I'm saying, getting in trouble? Is this worth losing my job? Is this worth losing my livelihood? Is this worth losing? Is this worth losing? Right? Is this worth my life? Because anger can drive you to the grave. Anger can drive you to the grave. I believe, don't quote me, but I believe anger is one of the 7 deadly sins. Just had an epiphany. I definitely should do discussion videos, but also mix some teaching in there. Like, I'm thinking about watching a few documentaries, refamiliarizing myself with psychology. You know what I mean? Refamiliarizing myself with the human psyche, behaviors, intent, stuff like that. How we react to certain stimuli. I'm gonna start giving y'all statistics and facts when I start speaking on these things, because I'm really just talking from an opinionated standpoint. You know what I mean? I try to be objective when I'm speaking on these things. I try not to get too far into my opinions and feelings when I start expressing this, because it's not good to be biased when you're trying to teach and influence people, right? I don't want to influence people the wrong way. I don't want to mislead or misdirect anybody. So I'm gonna do a little bit more work when it comes to sharing these videos and talking and discussing and teaching. Improving is always good. It's always good to improve. There's always room for improvement. Right. Now you got not only anger, right, but you also have jealousy and pride, resentment. You have all these kind of like subcategories of anger or negative emotions. And like I was saying earlier, your judgment is clouded. You know what I mean? Your judgment is clouded. When you're focusing on negative feelings, negative emotions, negative thoughts and ideals, you're going to always end up in the negative, right? You're going to always end up in the negative. Like, you might be so mad, you might pay money to get rid of somebody, when all you really had to do was change your location. You know what I mean? Change where you get your motion at. Change your place of operations. Or your place of work. You know what I mean? And I know it costs money sometimes to just get up and move. But it's like sometimes we just make the worst decisions when we mad, yo. And after some time go on, we just sit there like, bro, like that was so dumb. Like you burn a bridge because you angry. You quit a job because you angry. You hit your girl because you angry. You beat on your kids and they ain't deserve it because you angry. You know what I'm saying? You try to backdoor one of your quote unquote homeboys because you angry. Right? Cheat on your girl because you angry. Cheat on your man because you angry. Right? All in all because you angry. Because you don't have control over that emotion. And when you don't have control, it's like being borderline possessed by something, right? Some people believe in demons, not everybody do, but I know they real. You know what I'm saying? I know they are. And the best way I can describe what a demon is like outside of like a physical being, right? It's really just negative emotions, things that put you in a mental state of hell or a physical state of anguish and resentment, right? Some people are so angry that they will massacre people. You know what I'm saying? Because they couldn't deal with their negative emotions. So they just had to give their negative emotions to everybody else. Two examples, Columbine and Elliot Rodger, right? The angry, sexless young man is one of the most dangerous men that have ever lived on the face of this planet. Because one, he's angry probably at his genetics or his bloodline. You know, he may not be attractive or tall or whatever. That's one, right? On the second part, he may be envious of other guys in his age bracket that have a wonderful social life, have relationships with girls, you know, got a girlfriend, you know. The lonely guy who don't get no play, he look at that and just hate on them guys, man. Never even knowing what it took for you to understand how to attract the opposite sex. All that stuff take work, right? And people from the outside looking in having no perspective or no idea, like, you don't know, bro. Like, I know that when I was like, I'm gonna say, I ain't really start attracting females until, I'm gonna say like 7th, 8th grade. That's just the attraction part. I fumbled the bag plenty of times, like not knowing she was attracted to me, or like I'm looking silly because I'm trying to downplay somebody else that I think she might be interested in, never even knowing she never liked the nigga or whatever. You know what I mean? Like she just hang around him because she be using him and shit. But all right, moving right along. Like, your anger can put you in situations where all your anger will be stripped from you. And you gotta be humble. Standing in front of a judge. You can't talk angry to a judge. You know what I'm saying? When you hoping to get out. Like, bro, like, sometimes your anger can force you to be humbled. Right? And if you don't learn your lesson, you know what I'm saying, you're gonna be forced to get off the face. You're gonna be wiped off the face. Like, I mean, you want to talk about anger, right? Ain't nobody more angry than the Most High. A vengeful and wrathful deity. The King of Kings, the Lords of Lords. Our God is an awesome God, but He's also a warring God. He's also a jealous God. You know what I mean? It ain't our place to try to take up His mantle and try to do shit like how He do it. You know what I'm saying? You would never compare. You would never compare. Right? I'm starting to get to the point where I'm ready to wrap the video up. You know what I mean? I haven't been looking at the clock or the time, so I don't really know how long I've been talking, but you know, I probably could stand to make some more shorter form content videos. I've been like on here talking for like damn near an hour at a time sometimes. And I see that those videos are a little harder for you guys to watch. So I'm gonna start to try to just be more concrete and, you know, just give you the straight up meat and potatoes right out the rip. You know what I mean? Unless, you mean, y'all like these long form talks that I do. You know, but once again, let me know. Let me know. Don't make me angry that y'all want to just watch the video and not leave a like and not subscribe, man. Don't make me feel like what I'm doing is not valued or not appreciated. Like, when y'all just leaving that little like or just saying anything, it helps the video be seen by more people, right? So in every video that I make from now on, I'm gonna be telling y'all and reminding y'all to subscribe, to share the video, to leave a like and leave a comment, man, because that helps more people get on this same wavelength. Like, once again, going back to my Dragon Seal 7, my anime, you know, all these character designs I want to put in front of you guys, see what you guys think, right? But in conclusion, right, anger is your enemy. Learn to release your anger in more positive ways. You might want to get a punching bag, you know, a little speed bag or something. You might want to play Call of Duty. You know what I mean? You might want to write a song. You know? You might want to just go for a drive, or you might want to just go for a walk. Like, I want you guys to start thinking about better ways to release your anger. You know? Some people even will use intercourse to do it, and that's not a bad idea, but you need to have a willing partner. And a lot of us are in a place where it don't seem like it's a good idea to try to commit to somebody right now with the mentality and the influence of social media and the way finances and inflation is going. I think right now it's best to just weather the storm, you know, wait this thing out. Let's see where things go in the coming months and years, because, man, shit looking crazy. But look, don't get angry. Don't get angry. Just don't let anger consume you, because you see how this fire right here, right? Imagine your anger as a fire, right? And every time you flare up, you just start consuming more and more of yourself and your soul, your psyche. You know what I'm saying? You're burning yourself up and out. Stop burning yourself up. Learn to cool off. Learn to chill out. You know what I'm saying? This has been another daily discussion. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Professor Hawk Sensei signing out. Class is dismissed.